High gas prices can be a serious speed bump when it comes to building wealth. Today we're going to cover the top 10 things you can do right now to save money on your gas bill. The first major way that you can save money on your gas is by using the GetUpside app. I'm not sponsored by GetUpside, but I just discovered this app recently, and I've been really impressed with it so far. Basically, when you open the app, you'll see all of the gas stations around you that are offering a cash rebate for choosing their gas station. I found that they'll typically rebate you 5 to 25 cents per gallon. You'll have to claim this rebate ahead of time before going to the gas station, and then just check in whenever you get there and tell them what card you're going to be using to pay for your gas. And that's all you need to do. After that, GetUpside is going to process your rebate and give it back to you in a couple of days. This app is completely free, and if you use my referral code down below, you're going to get a little over $4 off your first fill up. Outside of the wonderful world of apps, the second best way you're going to save money on your gas bill is by being part of a wholesale club like Costco or Sam's Club. For those who don't know, Costco and Sam's are members-only stores that oftentimes have their own gas stations attached to them. Because these wholesale clubs make the bulk of their money off their memberships and other merchandise, they're oftentimes able to sell their gas for substantially lower prices than other gas stations in the area. These savings can be pretty substantial, and according to some studies, Costco is on average 60 cents cheaper than the local competition. This can add up to some serious savings over a year. Curious how much? Let's say your car has a 14-gallon gas tank that you need to fill up once a week. Multiplying 60 cents by 14 gallons, that's a savings of $8.40 each time you fill up. Over the course of a year, this amounts to over $430 in savings, which is certainly cheaper than the $60 Costco membership fee. The third way that you can save money on your gas bill might be a little surprising, and that's to fill up your gas tank all the way almost every time. Oftentimes, it's tempting just to put $10 to $15 in the gas tank and drive off praying that the gas prices will go down by the time that you need to fill up again. And while it's practically a coin flip if you'll come out ahead any given time you try this, you'd most likely be saving money in the long run if you just filled up your whole tank. And that's because all those little trips to and from the gas station can really add up. Even if you live just 2 miles from a gas station and your car has the US average fuel economy of 36 miles per gallon, every 9 times you drove back and forth from the gas station, you'd burn through an extra gallon of gas. And chances are that extra driving would eat into your gas budget. Now, obviously there are some exceptions to this rule, like if you know certain gas stations along your route will have cheaper prices due to their geography or other factors. But most of the time you're better off filling up and avoiding multiple trips to and from the gas station. Speaking of certain gas stations that have the lowest price, the fourth way you can save money on your gas bill is to use the GasBuddy app. GasBuddy is an app that allows you to see the near real-time prices of gas stations in your area. When it comes time to fill up your tank, you can simply scan through your phone and find the most competitive price near you. This can be really useful if you're on road trips and looking to find the best area along your route to fill up, or even just to scan your local stations to find out which one is best at any given time. The fifth way you can save money on your gas bill is by optimizing your tire pressure. According to the fueleconomy.gov, for every 1 psi of air your tires are below the recommended amount, your car's gas mileage decreases by about 0.2%. This means that by simply routinely inflating your tires, you can increase your car's gas mileage by 0.6% to almost 3%, which can significantly reduce your gas bills over time. Many large gas chains like Sheetz, Wawa, or Family Express offer free tire filling stations at their gas stations, so you can easily stop by and fill up your tire's air pressure when you're filling up your gas tank. The sixth way you can save money on your gas bill is by using credit cards with great cash back and point earning on gas purchases. It's no secret that many gas stations will charge you a lower price if you pay for your gas with cash. And they do this because they have to pay a fee to the credit card companies whenever you pay for gas with a credit card. So one strategy that credit card companies use is to offer great cash back or point earning potential on gas purchases, which oftentimes is higher than the discount if you were to simply pay for your gas in cash. Now, this isn't true with all credit cards, and if you'd like me to make a separate video discussing the best credit cards you can use for gas, let me know in the comments below. The seventh way you can save money at the gas pump is by joining a fuel rewards program. Many gas stations or grocery stores will offer you reward points or other incentives when you swipe your loyalty card before pumping gas. This can be useful if you have a gas chain or grocery store that you frequent often, or if you travel through areas with many of the same brand. Many of these brands offer 2 to 3 cents off per gallon, which can definitely add up over time. The eighth way that you can save money on your fuel is by pumping gas on on Mondays or Tuesdays. And while it's not always the case, statistically speaking, gas prices reach their lowest average price on these days. This might be due to more people filling up their tanks over the weekend, so gas stations try and lure customers back to the pump with slightly better prices. But given the volatile nature of gas prices, this isn't always the case. But it is a trend that tends to exist over the long term. Speaking of the best times to pump your gas, our 9th way that you can save money on your gas is by pumping your gas in the early morning or late at night. Now the jury is still out on this tip, as some people swear by it and others claim it's an old wives' tale. Proponents of this point to the fact that gasoline is sold by the gallon, which is just a volume measurement, and doesn't necessarily reflect how much energy is actually in the gallon. Given that liquids typically shrink in volume whenever it's cold and expand in volume whenever it's warm, the theory is that if you pumped your gas when it's cold out, there'll be more energy in each gallon you pump. And this scientifically does check out. A gallon of gasoline at 60 degrees Fahrenheit actually has 1% more energy per volume than a gallon that's 75 degrees. However, given that gas station tanks are underground, in reality the temperature of those big tanks really shouldn't fluctuate that much throughout the day. And I haven't seen a concrete study that can confirm that pumping when the sun goes down saves you money. But if that does fit in your schedule, it certainly doesn't hurt to give it a try. The 10th way that you can save on your gas bill is to minimize your aggressive driving. Believe it or not, the way that you drive can significantly affect how much gas your car is guzzling. If you find yourself constantly jetting out of red lights at breakneck speeds, chances are you're burning much more gas than if you gradually accelerated. According to fueleconomy.gov, if you're constantly braking and accelerating, you can expect to lower your gas mileage by 15 to 30% at highway speeds and 10 to 40% in stop and go traffic. The logic here makes sense. If your car needs to burn gas to get moving, and then you apply the brakes to slow that down, you're going to need to burn more gas to get back up to speed. So if you're able to coast more and avoid slamming on the brake and subsequently needing to accelerate, you'll be able to minimize your trips to the gas station. And while I know I said we'd only be covering 10 tips to save money on gas, there's one more point that's worth making. So our bonus 11th tip is to walk or ride your bike wherever you can. There's no doubt that we live in a car culture and it's so easy to simply hop in a car every time we need to go somewhere. But if you're able to start working in riding your bike or walking every now and then in place of driving, you can start to save money on gas in a way that's also very healthy for your body. So it's certainly a win-win. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any other strategies to save money on gas. And as always, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to see more content in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.